ورجعنا معاكم أعزائي المستمعين. معاكم حسام من ليش هيب هوب، البرنامج الأول في السعودية اللي يدعم الهيب هوب الحقيقي، الهيب هوب اللي له معنى، والهيب هوب العربي. فنان هيب هوب ولد في ليبيا، نشأ في أمريكا. هدفه من خلال الهيب هوب انه يرجع ثقافة الكلمات في الأغنية، يعني مش الأغاني السخيفة يعني أو اللي فيها كلمات خفيفة، لا، في عصر حيث حركات الرقص والمبيعات تعطي الفنان نفوذ أكثر من موهبته الحقيقية. هذا شيء ضروري جدا جدا جدا. وأنا حنتكلم شوية في الإنجليزي هنا، وححاول أترجم إن شاء الله إيش يقول الفنان خالد.
أيوة. What's going on, Big Hass? السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم، كيف حالك؟
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you.
Good. It's an honor to have you on Saudi's first FM hip hop radio show. Thank you.
It's a privilege. It's my first time on the radio in Saudi, so
yeah, mashallah, amazing. Khalid, you know, we're gonna be playing Cant Take Our Freedom. First of all, I'd like to know your thoughts about the amazing revolution and amazing freedom that our brothers and sisters in Libya just got. If you could just talk about it.
Thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's been years in the making. It started before February 17th. You know, my father was in jail in the 70s, tortured every day and escaped jail. And I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, in America, as part of an opposition movement. It was a community of political activists. So, you know, this is something we've dreamed about our whole lives, and it's beautiful. It started from within the country and it spread. Inshallah, we're just hoping for the same freedom for our brothers and sisters around the world that are facing oppression.
Yeah, mashallah, and it's amazing. We're going to be getting to the song in a little bit, but before that, I would like to know, how did hip hop, I mean, you know, we've seen a lot of revolutions in the Middle East, and how did hip hop had an effect on it, if any, in your opinion?
I mean, hip-hop in its nature is subversive. It's anti-establishment. Hip-hop serves as a voice for the voiceless, and it's always been the people kind of on the bottom of society that have been attracted to it. And in these countries, people weren't offered an opportunity to speak out through traditional means. They weren't allowed to write in newspaper articles. They weren't allowed to broadcast on the television. So hip-hop was a natural outlet for them to get their voice out.
Khalid, I'm really honored to have you on the show again, and shout out to Darrin for setting it up. We're going to be playing, I think we're going to be debuting Cant Take Our Freedom, I think in the Middle East, no? First time he plays
Mix FM. All over the Middle East, but
okay. Maybe in Saudi Arabia. Okay. So tell us about the track, Cant Take Our Freedom. I mean, I've read once that you didn't want to do a revolution song, but how did that come along with amazing Lowkey?
Yeah, I mean, I avoided it for a long time just because, you know, I didn't want to become like an opportunist to exploit the situation. When the revolution first started, there was a lot of people that kind of quickly jumped on a bandwagon whose history, you know, proved that their opinions were otherwise. And I didn't want to be one of those people. And at the same time, as an exile living outside of Libya, I didn't want to really speak for those inside. But it wasn't until people in Libya and Libyans around the world called on me and said, Khalid, be our voice, say something. So I decided to speak up and also inform the world, because at the time we made the video, there was no media. There was no Western media except for one journalist in Libya. So we took footage from the front lines and shared it with the world, and I got the brother Lowkey on it.
Yeah.
But I just knew he was sincere about the pain of the people in Libya. And, you know, he wouldn't just jump on the track for exposure.
Mashallah, mashallah. Lastly, Khalid, what can we expect new from you? I mean, what are you working on right now? And maybe inshallah we'll have you in Saudi Arabia soon.
Hey, I just finished my Freedom Tour. We were in Egypt, we were in the Netherlands, Italy, all across U.S. and Canada.
Inshallah.
Just got done yesterday in New York. And on Monday, I'm dropping my new video. It's called Lights Out. It's been finished for more than a year, but I didn't want to release it during the revolution, and I promised I wouldn't release it until the video was free. So we're releasing that on Monday, Lights Out. And we're starting the spring tour. I'm going to be in Dubai January 20th. We're going to be in Qatar, so maybe we can
we'll work
finagle our way and figure our way out to Saudi.
Inshallah, we'll work something out. Khalid, anything you'd like to say to our listeners in Arabic? Anything at all? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Not just barakallahu feekum, and appreciate everyone listening. وشكرا. I heard you say هذا مش مش بتاع الأغاني السخيفة, which is kind of funny to hear.
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Khalid,
أهلا بكم man.
حبيبي Khalid, it's an honor. Cant Take Our Freedom live on Mix FM and Laish Hip Hop. Thank you Khalid for being on.
All right brother.
Peace. خلينا نسمع خالد مع لوكي غناها على ليبيا.
When you speak up loudly on behalf of the kids in the street with no pot to piss in, living on their own cause their pop is missing, don't know if he's dead or he's locked in prison, disappeared, they consider him the opposition, and now I'm having visions and dreams I shouldn't see, like could we be this close? Nah, I couldn't be, but if the people in Egypt and Tunis could do this, decide their fate, then why wouldn't we? More than 40 years, we done brought the nation under occupation, we cannot be waiting, we gon' stop debating, when one of us dies, 10 jumping line ready to box for Satan. You can't take our freedom and take our soul, take our freedom and take our soul. You are not the one that's in control. You are not the one that's in control. Says La ilaha illallah. No power's greater than God's. Go ahead and divide your plans. At the end of the day, you are just a man.
The movement's building. When the fathers pass the scars through to the children, they're shooting to kill them. But the question I'm asking is who's gonna heal them? Look up to the clear skies, then down to the ground where the blood, sweat and the tears dried. We are questioning their lives, realize death is not a threat when the fear dies. So we are not afraid anymore, and you can't play God with our lives. You attempted to cage every thought, but resistance is locked in our minds. From real back to tower to clear square, nobody can deny it. We're there and we are not leaving till we have got freedom. We are willing to bleed and even stop breathing. You must have known from the rust on your throne that you couldn't maintain by cutting the phones. Justice alone will sustain our prisons. Tunisia to Libya, Bahrain to Yemen.
You can't take our freedom and take our soul. Take our freedom and take our soul. You are not the one that's in control. You are not the one that's in control. Said La ilaha illallah. No power's greater than God's. Go ahead and divide your plans. At the end of the day, you are just a man. Taste the blood, I done taste the sweat, I done taste the tears, I ain't taste regret. I done taste the blood, I done taste the sweat, I done taste the tears, I ain't taste regret. Now I'm a grown man, ain't never seen my homeland. Ain't been closer than the Magic Jack phone plan. Dad escaped jail and he dedicated his life to the cause, but he never made it. This ain't about my father getting retribution, or my uncles getting tortured with electrocution, other uncles getting hung in public executions. Just simply coming up with the best solution. And I don't know why it seems this guy's regime keeps pushing through the silent screams. Won't take you half an hour to figure that this coward can only get his power through violent means. Killing all the doctors in the hospital when the regime just seems so unstoppable. When freedom feels like it's impossible, the people rise and overcome every obstacle. You can't take our freedom and take our soul. Take our freedom and take our soul. You are not the one that's in control. You are not the one that's in control. Said La ilaha illallah. No power's greater than God's. Go ahead and divide your plans. At the end of the day, you are just a man.
Dictators are nervous. Take from the people, give straight to the serpent. The sick place that this earth is will only ever change if changed for a purpose. By the people, for the people. None are supreme, all are equal. There's mountains to touch, the power is us. Devour these cowards, it's outward they rush. I am not a leader, a teacher, or a preacher. My people aren't free, then I am not either. Refuse to be silenced, and we will not stop short of removing these tyrants. There comes a time to summarize events, can't sum up the lies. Nothing is white as tents. Look up to the sky and wonder why you're next. You could call this the butterfly effect. I despise the raps that disguise the facts. When you know the population is fighting back. Inside I'm cracked, this time it's bad. Like the second ball, Azizi did like the match.
You can't take our freedom and take our soul. Take our freedom and take our soul. You are not the one that's in control. You are not the one that's in control. Said La ilaha illallah. No power's greater than God's. Go ahead and divide your plans. At the end of the day, you are just a man. Just a man.
Mix FM. Mix FM.